The future of Uncharted is kind of an unknown. On one hand, you have Neil Druckmann saying the franchise is sort of done, while there are other rumors going about that another Sony studio will continue this franchise. I personally think they will probably continue it, as the most recent games performed very well and corpos love profit. Even the movie was a success at the box office, although it wasn't really loved by the critics and many fans alike due to the weird character portrayals. In this video, I will discuss the potential ways they could continue this franchise. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. There are a few ways that they can continue the story of Uncharted with it making sense. The one I like the most is them exploring a character like Chloe or Nadine, or maybe even the both of them. They complemented each other quite well, so it would be nice to see them again. They both had decent character development in Lost Legacy, and I think that the series can still do much more with these characters, especially since this lifestyle kinda suits both of them. Another direction they could go in is following the story of Nathan's daughter, Cassie. It would be nice to follow her on an adventure when she is much older, and they could explore some interesting themes in those games like taking inspiration from her father, and you could even make Nathan appear in those games to make her story arc feel more meaningful. There's a lot of potential in this direction, and it was slightly teased in Uncharted 4 where we could control Cassie for a short period of time during the epilogue. These are my two favorite options when it comes to continuing the saga cause they make the most sense. The other thing they could do is completely reboot the franchise and add new characters to the mix. I'm not really a fan of this one cause it can be quite difficult to craft characters as good as the ones that came out before them, but that's just my opinion. It could definitely work out for the better, and I would love to be proven wrong. The next thing they could do with this franchise is to continue Nathan Drake's story, but I really feel like his story has been concluded well in Uncharted 4. To make a sequel with him will take away how good Uncharted 4 was, and that would be a shame. The only way I would be fine with them doing this is to continue his story through Cassie, which I spoke about earlier. It will make much more sense from her perspective, especially since Nathan is retired right now. And I also can't imagine how angry Elena will be if Nathan tries to pull a stunt like this again. And it would not make sense for Nathan's character as well. And finally, the safest option that they can take is to remake the first 3 Uncharted games, and honestly, I would not really mind that. The first Uncharted game hasn't really aged the best in terms of its mechanics and level design, so it definitely will benefit from a remake. Another reason why I'm not totally opposed to this idea is that they can port over the first 3 Uncharted games to PC, as they are still stuck on the PS4 and the PS3 systems. More people definitely need to try out those games as they were quite good, and a PC port would be perfect for this. So yeah, those are the potential options I can see for a new Uncharted game. My two favorite options are definitely another game following Chloe and Nadine, or a game following Cassie, as I feel like they can explore some interesting story beats with those characters. A remake of the first 3 games would be great as well, as they have aged quite a bit, and it would be nice to see some new Uncharted players be introduced to this wonderful franchise. But this is just my opinion at the end of the day, and I would love to hear yours in the comments below. How would you continue Uncharted? Feel free to share whatever opinions you have, and with that being said, this has been 2367 Ruben signing out.